Welcome to Land the House. I'm Seth. K&F Concept just sent over a security camera to install here on this house. So in this video, I'm going to be unboxing this, installing, and then taking a look at the footage that this thing produces. Hopefully we'll be able to adjust the camera as needed and see people both coming up the driveway and up the steps here at the house. All right, let's open up this package and see what's inside. It's quite windy today, but I think we're going to be all right. Go ahead and open up this box and we'll see what this kit comes with. Looks like we have a user manual. It's got a couple different languages. We'll take a look at that when we get things set up. Here is the solar panel. I like it so far. It's very clean. I don't see any information on the back of the panel, so we'll have to find out what the wattage is there. Here is, looks like a mounting sticker to show you how to mount this thing. That may be handy. Got a tripod with wall mount. Here is a USB cable. And here's the camera itself. Looks like it's going to mount to a wall this way. Let's see, with the antennas will point up like that. And then the camera itself can be controlled to spin around in different directions. I'm going to use this 4x4 here to install the camera. Now the camera did come with mounting hardware, but I prefer to use these Torx screws. So just going to put two, one on each side, to get this firmly attached to this 4x4. There we go. That's definitely not going to fall off. Now the solar panel attachment is a bit different. It has a single 1/4 inch thread back here on the back of the panel, and it comes with this adjustable arm. So first thing I want to do is twist this top piece off here, put this post down on there, and then I'm going to put this little screw piece back down. So whenever this screw piece tightens, it will lock down. Let me get it lined up there. There's an inside tube that locks down the position of this adjustable arm. So the more tight that gets, the more that is locked down. The instruction booklet recommends this be at about a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to go right up here on this post and install this into the sun. Now the solar panel also came with some mounting hardware, but I'm just going to be using the Torx screws because I like those. Like I said before, there's a single 1/4 inch thread back here. I'm going to twist the panel onto that thread, and then I'll use the locking ring on the back of this tripod to lock that into position. As it turns out, the 10-foot power cord was not long enough to reach from here up over to the camera. So I just moved the solar panel right here, and I'm just going to attach it right there. Should be just fine. All right, I'm going to get this wire up and out of the way. I'm going to go up around this brace here. I'm going to use the included twist tie to get that excess cord up and out of the way. There's a small rubber tab I'm going to pull down underneath the camera. The solar panel wire is going to snap into that, and that's going to charge the unit. You'll go to the iOS store or the Play Store and look for Cloud Edge. Yep, and install that. Let's see, it says new users need to register by email. Click register and follow the steps to complete the registration of the account, then log in. Now that the app has been installed, I'm going to open up this tiny little compartment up under the camera, and I'm going to hold down the power button for 5 seconds till it turns on. My camera battery died just as I was pushing the power on the security camera. Okay, there we go. Let's see if it shows up now. The wind is blowing pretty strong today, so you may hear that on this camera. But if I move right here, you can see me step up the porch. Here I am. Hello. And so now I can step back off the porch. Things seem to be working quite well. Now you can adjust the angle of the camera. Let's see if I can get that to show up here. You just move like this and it will adjust the angle at which it's looking at. So let's see if we can get this to go over here off into the road a bit more. And then I'll walk over here so we can kind of see how it's showing up. It's picking up the kids from the house. Anyway, you can see me there. Let's see how well this picks up when I talk. Hello, camera up there at the house. Yeah, nice. Picks up well. So let me track the camera over here. One more. There we go. Hopefully you can see me. Yep, you can see me pretty good right there. Nice. So it's working well. Now this camera is designed to have an SD card installed. There's currently not one. Or you can go to the cloud and have a service that you pay for that you can take a look back at some of what's been recorded. So for now all we have is the live option. But I definitely recommend that you put an SD card in there. You can do screenshot, you can do intercom, record, motion detect, you can do a movement and an album. So lots of different features in here. The kids are very excited about this security camera. It seems to be working well. Now there is a monthly subscription service you can buy that will store the footage from the camera on the cloud. You can use your phone anywhere to check to see what's going on. You can also put an SD card in there to get the information that you have to be within the Wi-Fi range to pick up, but definitely a service worth doing. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out this camera, I have links in the description down below. I'm Seth with Land the House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I've stepped out here in the car where it's far less noisy, and hopefully I can kind of give you some information from the booklet here. So the installation process was actually quite simple. You download the app and you register, and all that information is found on the screen, so no problems there. And to connect the phone to the camera, they recommend that you have the Wi-Fi router with camera and the phone within 3 feet of each other. We were actually about 15 feet away from the router, and it picked it up no problem, so that is good to know. So you have to hold up your camera to the phone to read the code, the QR code, and let's see, you had to push the reset button once and the power button, and anyway, all of that was very easy to walk through. So a little bit of information here. This camera can detect motion up to 30 feet away, which is 10 meters. The solar power has a cable somewhere around 10 feet, so definitely keep that in mind. You're going to want to put a micro SD card in. It can hold up to 128 gigabyte card, which is really nice to know. You can use your phone to move the camera around. So let's see. There are different sensitivity levels for the motion detection. Level low is 4 to 5 meters. Level medium is 5 to 8 meters. And level high is 8 to 13 meters. The product specification, the resolution is 1920 by 1080, 12 to 15 frames per second. Like I said before, 128 gigabyte SD card or cloud storage. I'll get to those rates here in just a moment. It only runs on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Has infrared LEDs. Let's see, both iOS and Android. Let's see, Wi-Fi standard, 802.11 G and N routers. Uses 5 volt, 2 amp. Working temperatures, -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 122. So taking a look at the rates for the Cloud Edge app, if you do alert recording, it's 3 days cycling, $2.99 a month, or $30 a year. 7-day cycle is $4.99 a month, or $50 yearly. And then lastly is for 30-day cycling recording, $7.99 a month or $160 for the year. Now, if you want to record 24/7, then monthly is $3.99 or yearly $40, and that's for 3 days. I'm not really sure how that other one works out, but anyway, if you want to pay for 30 days of constant recording 24/7, it's $220 for that service. So I've used these cameras before, and that 30-day cycling is probably the one that I would go with for $160 for the year. And that way you can scroll back anywhere from the past 30 days and see what has been motion detected. Now with your SD card, of course that is in-house, so you can put that card in the camera and just open up the app and look at that whenever you want. And I imagine that goes back much further than 30 days. If it's only picking up motion detection and recording for a minute at a time, you should be good for quite some time. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. The camera seems to be very nice. The audio pickup on the mic is very strong. I was probably 20 feet away, and it was still picking up nice and loud on the phone in all this wind. So anyway, it's a pretty good camera.